Let's let the learning begin. I'm going to start with definitions. Colluvial, this is sediment or soil at the bottom of slopes. Calcareous, this is calcium that makes a soil alkaline and a higher pH, mostly above 7, limestone type soil. Mesic, this is a moist environment. Xeric, this is a dry environment. Submesic is moderate moisture, especially after rains. Mesic and hydric, those areas are always moist or wet. Non-alluvial soils are like upland. They're going to be rock and river sediment soils, typically compacted and dry. Now, the Georgia DNR takes northwest Georgia, and my region here is considered the southwest Appalachian Ridge and Valley. These are high priority habitats in this area. There's over 110 high priority animals here, and there's 65 high priority plants in this area. It's divided into 19 habitats. I'm going to get through them as quick as I can. Number 1, acidic meadows. This is over sandstone and shale soils. This is open grassy areas with shallow acidic soils. It's moist or dry depending on the topography. It's a somewhat rare environment. Number 2, calcareous flatwoods. These are hardwood flats, open flat, seasonally wet, hardwoods mixed. There's a lot of shrubs in here, small patches of clay calcareous soil. Number 3 on the list, calcareous prairies. This is like the Coosa Valley Prairie, open grass and forbs. It is a forb dominant habitat. It inhibits woody growth naturally. Wet and dry prairie plants grow there. It does require fire. Number 4 on the list is cane brakes, native river cane species. It does require periodic fire. It's great for erosion, cleans water, birds need it really bad, used to cover 90% of all our streams and wetlands. Number 5 on the list, caves and rock shelters and talus slopes. A majority of these are in this region of Georgia for our state. Lots of rare species grow in these caves. Number 6 on the list, forested limestone slopes and terraces. These are middle elevations. We're not talking about the very top of Taylor's Ridge. We're not talking about down in the Mesic bottoms. These are about like my property, mid-level areas. They are going to be sub-Mesic hardwoods in these middle elevation areas. All right, number 7 on the list, high gradient and first and second streams. This is high country ravine streams. I'm talking about seasonal flow, cold clear water all the way up on the top of the mountain. Then we've got number 8 on the list, limestone glades and barrens. These are also called cedar glades, even though that makes some people upset. That's what DNR calls them. Open habitat, grass, forbs. There's some scattered red cedars throughout. There's endemic species there. Glades that have thin rocky soil that are dominated, glades are dominated by forbs, and then barrens have deeper soils that are dominated by grasses. An example of this, best one in our state, Chickamauga Park has it, military park. Mesic hardwood forest. Mesic forest are bluffs, ravines, colluvial flats, hardwoods. There's poplars, there's black cherry, there's white oak, shagbark hickory, red oak, maples, and beech. A lot of shrubs and herbaceous plants. It's calcareous soils. Then number 10 on the list is medium to large rivers. We're talking about floodplains, sandy soils. Most of these big flat areas here in northwest Georgia have been transferred to ag now. 11, the montane longleaf pine. Now, natives, speaking from a native habitat, these would have been mixed with hardwood forest. We're talking about dry forest, mixed chestnut, red oaks, and longleaf pines. These areas definitely need frequent fire. All right. Number 12, we're talking about oak woodlands, uncommon but sub-xeric plants that grow at higher elevations. They're surrounded by xeric pine oak forest. We're talking about red oaks, scarlet oaks, post oak, blackjack oaks, persimmon trees, and black gums. Then number 13 on the list, pine oak woodlands, open sub-xeric to xeric woodlands. Shortleaf pines, Virginia pines, chestnut oak, scarlet oak, blackjack oaks, and dry forest. These are like true uplands here. Number 14 on the list, red maple, black gum swamps. These are non-alluvial streams and swamps. Maples and swamp black gum. This is what I have. You're talking about bogs, mountain bogs, and very wet bottoms and areas that are holding water. Number 15 on the DNR's list is sag ponds. I have one of these too. We're talking about groundwater perking directly into chert on top and limestone base below. Some biologists call these areas limestone sinks. The water goes straight into the ground. In my case, it goes into an underwater stream or river. It drains massive amounts of water. It's God's erosion control. It takes the water right into the earth. Now, the species that grow there really depend on the levels of the water table. We'll get into more of that later. So number 16 on the list, sandstone barrens and outcrops. Sandstone boulders and outcrops. Sandstone ledges along streams. Open, rocky habitats. Shortleaf pine, Virginia pine grow there. Chestnut oaks, and a lot of different shrubs grow in that habitat. Number 17 on the list, springs and seeps. Cold water ground discharge. Y'all know what a spring is. Streams. These streams are on the lower elevations coming down. They've got limestone bottoms, which can create a lot of turbulent water during rain events, but they add a lot of diversity. The limestone in the soil actually adds a ton of diversity in plant material over what you're going to see on these higher elevation streams up top. Then last at number 19 is underground streams, caves, and underground passages. There's a ton of rare species that live there. A majority, I've got one on our property that I know nothing about, but yeah, these are underground streams, and I'm thinking they're pretty common in this part of northwest Georgia. That's probably why we have a good many bogs in these areas as well. Thanks, y'all.